I'm going to show you today is the strawberries that I planted from seed. You may well remember back in, I think it was February, I planted a load of strawberry seeds. It is the hardest way to grow strawberries. The easiest way is to go and get sort of the smaller plants and plant them that way. But if you want to do things the difficult way, like I tend to like to, then you can go and buy strawberry seeds. They are very, very tiny, and watch the video and it shows you how to plant them. The percentage that tend to come up is very, very small. The seeds are cheaper than buying the small tomato plants, but the ones that do finally come to strawberry plants, it is very minimal. So to be honest with you, it is best to go and buy small strawberry plants rather than plant them at seed. But out of the 6 packets that I planted, I have some, and they're nice and big and healthy and strong, and now it's time to plant them out. I've got some spaces in the strawberry beds here, so I'm going to plant them. I'm really quite chuffed with them. Look, I've got a flower on one, which is a bit bizarre because it's October, but I'm sure it knows what it's doing. So there's actually about 3 in there, so I've done quite well. And they're ready to go in. If you put them in sort of now, then they've got the whole winter to sort themselves out, to get settled before they start producing fruit next season. So I'll just show you how I'm going to put those in. Okay, now hopefully you can see there are lots of runners here from the others. There's a big strawberry plant here and it's sent out several runners. So I've sort of trained it to sort of sit there. And there's another one, they seem to have gone on and on, but they're here with the rhubarb, so they're quite happy. So when your strawberries do send out runners, make sure you either put the new runners in pots so that you can then move them to where you want to do, or you can just sort of push them in the ground slightly like this, and then they'll root themselves. But I'm going to use, there's a tiny little space here, they shouldn't be too close together. But, oh look, there's a little one there, I don't want to lose that. But they, you know, they sort of say about 3 feet apart, but frankly I feel that is quite a long way apart. And if you have them a little bit closer, I guess mine are about 9 inches or so apart, that way you get then a nice covering of leaves, and weeds aren't so much of a problem. But you do have to rummage around for your strawberries when they come up. But I don't mind that at all. So I've cleared a nice little space here, got a few weeds in there, and I'll just go and get a strawberry plant and just show you what it looks like. Right, this is the one from the pot, and there are actually 3 in here. 1, 2, 3, possibly even 4 actually. Now any of the dead leaves, just take those off. Okay, they should just pull off. If not, then use some snippy snaps, and then oh look, we've got strawberries on here. I don't think they're going to turn because it's getting too cold. But look at all the roots coming through the bottom. That's a very good sign. I think because these ones are quite small, I will actually plant these ones together. The other ones in the tray are quite big, so I will space those apart. So all you need to do is dig a nice big hole. Remember, you don't want to put the soil any lower than it is here. They don't like to be too shallow and they don't like to be too deep. So when you put them in, the level that the soil is with them before you put them in, make sure it's at the same level. Okay, there we are. So we'll put, it's too deep. There we are. You can always put soil back and take it out again. So I'll just put him round like this, push it down. There we go, and then I'll just carry on and do the rest. Okay, and then when you've got them all in, just give them a good old water in, like that. Even if the ground is wet, give them a water in, and then they'll be fine. Oh, Jesus, that's a big spider. Sorry about that. I put the watering can down and suddenly looked round and there was a big spider about that sort of size, big body, big legs, staring at me. So, oh gosh, it's coming this way. So, I'm going to finish now. Stay there, don't go near me. It's kind of brown with spotty bits on it. It won't hurt me, well, it'll scare me, something chronic, but anyway, I'm going to quickly go, so I do apologise if you found that a bit offensive, but I'm sure you would understand. Anyway, so that's the strawberries, so they'll sit there, even if the ground is very wet, you still need to, sorry, I'm just waiting for it, you still need to water it. And then they'll just sit there and then they'll get quite, oh, he's going that way, that's okay. I'll try and get a picture if I can stop talking. And then they'll be fine until the summer. Okay, sorry that bit was a bit of a rabbity, but I'm not too keen on spiders. Anyway, I'll see if I can get a picture of it. He's disappeared now, hopefully not on my trousers. And I'll see you soon. Bye bye. Can you see him? He's gone. There, he's quite large. This is my next job. A lovely lady called Claire, friend of mine. She has a horse and he's at a stables, obviously. And yesterday, her and the guy who owns the stable, Seymour, filled a trailer up for me and we emptied it. So this is my next job, a huge big pile of poo. So I'm going to be doing that for a little while. So it'll keep me occupied.